we are living in really interesting times at the moment, right? And we can't underestimate how important and powerful this time is for humanity, for Mother Earth, and the future of not only ourselves and individually in our own paths, but also as the collective, right? And when we look at everything that's going on and we look at the state of the world, it can be disheartening. It can also be really fearful, right? If you go down that path of looking at how it's going to unravel and you take in what you're being shown on many, many levels, it can be scary, it can be uncertain, it can feel disheartening, and it's very easy to get caught up in that. So what do we do about it, right? I find myself having conversations with friends occasionally, right? Everyone kind of is aware of this who I'm around, and we sort of very much see these things in the same ways, yet we still occasionally find ourselves diving into the nitty-gritties of everything that's going on and the future and what we do about it and all these sorts of things, right? And it can be, in many ways, hard not to do that. When you see what's going on, it can be hard not to get frustrated, to start fearing and be like, oh man, this is crazy. However, on a deeper level, right, it's super important that we are aware of how and how we are approaching our daily lives and our habits, our focuses, and doing the things that are in our power versus going into fear and feeling like there's nothing that we can do, right? But what have we got control of? Ourselves. And this is really important on a spiritual level, right? In the 3D, it might feel like there's what's the point, right? What's the point? On a spiritual level, it's massive. And this is the times that we're living in, right? And I keep seeing more and more and more of it. And it's like we've got a choice, we've got a split to stay out of fear, right? So let me just link back to the conversations having with friends and things like that. I am trying my hardest and staying in this mindset of not getting dragged into those sorts of low vibrational conversations and everything. So I know they've got to come up, but not being affected by it and understanding that on the bigger picture, these are fascinating times and really, really exciting times and really, really positive times, right? Although the 3D might not feel like it's showing that at the moment, right? With everything that's going on. A lot of sadness, a lot of problems, but it's an opportunity that we have right now, and you can go either way. It's very much a split, right? And this is why me and my friends show that in each other of like, right, we've got to stay out of that vibration. We can see everything that's going on, but what can we do about it? We can control ourselves. And I know for myself, I am very much focusing on this new era that we're moving into. You know, we're in the 2025. Next year is a massive year. These next 5 years are massive, and for many different reasons. And it's an opportunity for us to really level up in our personal lives. And this is going to affect the collective. This is really everything that we need to be doing on a spiritual level, right? And I don't mean to be too woo-woo about it. I really mean in your 3D, in your mundane, what are you doing? What vibration are you going in? Are you coming from the place of, it's not worth it, I can't see how this is going to get better, there's so many problems? Or are you connecting within, finding out and listening to what you feel you're here to be doing, shining your light and focus on your things that are going to really make you level up and live the life that you're here to live, that your soul's here to live, right? And this is where it becomes a real opportunity. So much so that it becomes exciting. What can be difficult about this is because it can feel like and maybe sound like I'm saying bury your head in the ground, right? Ignore the 3D reality of what's going on. Ignore what actually is going on. And I know it can sound like that and it can feel like that as well, right? Am I just burying my head in the sand and not accepting reality in the times that we're in? But the point I'm making is what's going on a higher level and a deeper level is way more important than what's currently playing out on the 3D. What's playing out is a big part of it, right? That needs to play out for all these shifts to happen. It's all part of it. It all ties in. So yes, it may feel like you're burying your head in the sand, but it's actually quite the opposite. I feel like the most powerful thing we can do, the most effective thing we can do, is to take this path of love, take this path of following our truth and doing what we're here to do, right? Coming from that place of love and putting that vibration out there and jumping out of the fear, right? Not battling, flowing. Yeah, not giving energy to the divide, but rather giving in energy to the power within and above, right? And following that path. So I know it can sound like burying your head in the sand, but it's actually the complete opposite and probably the most effective change that we can be doing from the things I'm reading and listening to and feeling and seeing. It just makes total sense. Understanding what's going on up above and within and around, and the times that we're currently living in, this is the most effective thing we can do to to go forward and make sure that we're choosing the right path. Feeling in your power to know that you've got a real opportunity here to pick a side that is really exciting and really powerful. And on a spiritual level, whatever happens on the 3D, on a spiritual level, this is massive for us to really take some level ups and make sure that we're going in the right direction in this life and this lifetime that we're living in, right? This era that we're living in. This is a real special time to be living. And I know some older people, and even some videos and stuff I watch online, that they have waited for this time that we're in right now for a very long time, and they're clinging on to make sure that they see it through, right? Doing their work, seeing how it unravels. But rather than going down this place of being disheartened and fearful, go within, keep your vibration high, do all the things that fuel you in a positive way, that lift your vibration, right? And this comes down to what you choose to put energy to, right? What are you digesting? What are you doing in your spare time? What are you doing when no one else is watching? Are you doing things that elevate your soul's journey and your vibration, or are we going to get stuck in the 3D mundane of watching things that are no good for us spiritually, emotionally, energetically, all these things, right? We have a real opportunity now to decide what way we're going to go. And I'm loving this feeling, right? And it plays out, as I said, in conversations and stuff, of being aware of what can come up and where the mind can go, where the vibration can go when you start looking at certain things and talking about certain things. I'm not saying we shouldn't talk about them, but it's how are they affecting your vibration, and are you staying clear on your mission, on knowing what you're bringing in, right? Because ultimately we're heading towards love or fear, right? And it's your daily actions, it's your vibrations, it's your mind, it's the things that you're focusing on, the things that you're choosing to put your energy, that are either going to keep you coming from love and only enhance that and encourage that. As you go forward, you will look back on the times we're in now, and we have been before, and not recognize yourself through the amount of change that is an opportunity there is at the moment for us human beings. Or we're going to get stuck in the frustration, in the fear, and thinking like nothing's worth it, and all this madness is going on, and we've got no power to change it. Because on a spiritual level, we've got massive power and a massive opportunity right now to really run in the direction and change our lives, change our beings on a higher level than we can see right now playing out. And I truly believe that. And there's a lot of people talking about it as well. And I can feel it. And I'm absolutely loving it. It's a bit like challenge accepted, even though it shouldn't be a challenge. We've just got to main so clear and have that clarity on what it is that we feel we're here to do, and what vibration we want to be coming with, what outlook do we want to be coming in on life, right? There's plenty of things right now that would put you in a place that's not a high vibration or a positive place of an outlook on life. So tapping into this, the things that are actually going on a bigger level, right? They're in many ways way more powerful than what we see on the mundane, right? Everything else has got to play out. Let it all play out, but in the meantime, focus on you, focus on your vibration, and do everything within your power to make sure you're coming from that place of truth, authenticity, and love, and doing all the things that fuel you in a positive way. That's really the important stuff right now. Love each other, come from that place of love, help each other. You know, there's enough divide, there's enough arguing, there's enough disagreements and everything else, and it can make it feel like we're living through really tough times. But we need those times to allow the level ups that humanity's going through right now, Mother Earth's going through right now. And this is a real opportunity, one that I am so blessed to feel and see unravel, truly. So in the meantime, I'm gonna remain in the frequency and do my utmost to keep my frequency where I want to be at, right? And live the most blissful days that I can, doing all the things that I enjoy doing and that I feel that I'm here to do, knowing that the lesson's going to come, knowing that the hardship's going to be there. There's going to be lots to overcome, but this is the opportunity to take to overcome it and be in the right vibration, be coming from love and not fear. And as I said, we've all got this choice to make. I truly believe that. In many ways, it's like a split, and you've probably heard this being talking about what's going on up there is very much a split. We're in fascinating times, and we can't underestimate the power of what we're currently living through. So get excited about that, seize that opportunity, and don't keep laying dormant and feeling like things aren't worth pursuing, and making changes aren't worth pursuing, because this is the real opportunity to make big change on an energetic level, when your whole being will be in a different place. Your whole being will elevate, your conscious will elevate, and humanity will elevate this way. There's enough things suggesting it and backing it and proving it at the moment. So if you're not feeling it or seeing it, know that it's happening, and know that the moment's there to seize, the opportunity's there to seize, and make every bit of most of it. And you're going to make a huge difference to not only your own life, but for everyone's life, really, truly, for the animals, for Mother Earth, for nature, and for humanity. It's really exciting. Get pumped up about it. and know that every day you're walking this mission, you're on this mission of choosing between what way you want to go, right, in many ways. And more than ever, we're supported to make this change. We're supported to go in a direction that can really be positive, and I don't want that to be lost and underestimated. There's always opportunity for growth and change, don't get me wrong, but everything's supporting it right now. It's playing out regardless right now. So now's the time to really tune into that and decide what way you want to go. And fall in love with that. Be in love with that. Be in love with life. Be in love with all the good that's going on, rather than getting sucked up into the disheartening things and the sad things and the fearful things. And be quite stoic in that mindset of not getting dragged into it, because you've got a mission here to do. And it's a personal thing, and by you walking that path and being in that vibration of pursuing that and knowing the power in that, you're going to do more than you can imagine for everyone else by walking that path. Recognize you've got the power, recognize the times we're living in, and stay in love with it, be excited by it, like the elders that are currently living, who are clinging on to really see these days pass by, right, to see how this story goes by, and see the direction that we're all heading in, knowing that the opportunity's there for it to be really, really nice and really, really good and really, really positive and loving. And it's down to you and me to decide what way we're going to take it for our own personal lives and for humanity and for the collective. Stay out of fear as much as possible, and recognise where you're leaking energy to the wrong things, because it's also easy to do in this day and age, right? We can see everything else that's going on and how others live their lives in the mainstream or online, and forget that it doesn't have to be that way. We've got the power to really put into practice what we want, and to really cement what direction we're taking going forward, and that's massive. It really, really is massive. Keep shining and make the right decisions for you, right? They're going to keep you operating on a high vibration, and put you on the right course for your future and also for humanity. It really, 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 really is exciting times, and don't let it go by without noticing. Take care.